we all know that a crash is coming. We all know the economy is changing. And I think a lot of people, I think it's funny when they see the news, which look, I know the news is all doom and gloom. I get it. They sell based on doom and gloom. And I know that that's not always true. I also know that a lot of people go to social media and they want to hear positive things on social media. And they want to listen to people tell them that it's not really going to crash. So you've got two different types of people. You've got obviously doom and gloom, and you've got pie in the sky. But there's probably reality, right? The reality is there's probably something in the middle that's going to tell you whether or not the economy is going to crash, which, look, to think that it's not going to crash, I would say is pretty ignorant. The reality is economies go up and economies go down. That's how economics works, right? Now, to understand this, you have to understand that wherever you live, you have 4 seasons, right? You have summer, fall, winter, spring. They keep cycling through, right? After summer comes fall, and after fall comes winter. You're not shocked when winter comes. Now, if you live somewhere in Miami where it's always sunny, maybe a different story. But the reality is most of us live in places that the weather will cycle at some level. You're not completely amazed and in awe the fact that winter has just come. You want to hang out with people like Brad Lee, James Lawrence, the Iron Cowboy, Dr. Kevin Elko, Nick Saban's coach? Join me October 12th through the 14th here in Houston, Texas for a business mastermind. These people are going to blow your thoughts out of the water, and they're going to teach you things you never even thought of. Click on the link to learn more. In economics, it's the same thing. There are cycles, right? And you can call them what you want. Now, we just got off of a very big summer, a big run, right? 2008 was the last big correction. We can call it recession, crash, whatever you want. But the reality is that was a correction, right? 2014, there was some high price of oil. That was more micro in certain areas. That affected us. And now we have another one. Statistically, it goes in about a 7 to 9 year cycle. That's what happens, right? You get now in the year with the winter, summer, that's a 12-month total cycle. Real estate, business, all these other things, these are different cycles. So the fact that a lot of money was injected into the industry in the last 2 or 3 years, that affected the cycle. It changed the dynamics because it put a variable in that otherwise it would have crashed. Now, I'm not getting into whether or not, COVID and all the other stuff, but the reality is it would have adjusted it and affected the economy differently had the economy not been injected with all that capital. But the reality is that capital is getting eaten up and it's starting to go away. And now we're starting to see the effects of people not working, which we've got high inflation. We've got people who don't want to work, right? We've got the cost of everything is through the roof, and you can't even get things. So there's a big thing mounting here that is going to tell us that there is going to be a very large effect on this. And the reality is yes, it is going to change. Now, how do you as a business person correct yourself? Well, first thing I would do is I would put a lot of capital reserves in standby. I'd put a lot of money aside so that if something happened, I would be good to go. Next thing I would do is I would educate myself on what is coming. I don't care what all the news and everyone else says. I want to see where is my industry that I'm in, where is it trending to? Because there is a trend, and if you follow that trend, it'll give you an answer. So you want to follow the trend to see where your industry is going. Start educating yourself, start learning, start talking to experts in your field to learn. As an example, October 12th through 14th, I'm going to be doing a business mansion mastermind in Houston. I'm bringing in some of the top business leaders to talk about the economy and how to grow your business. People like Brad Lee, who owns Lightspeed VT. I'm talking about the Iron Cowboy, who's gone through more perseverance and more hardship than you can imagine and still comes out the other side. Kevin Elko, who works with Nick Saban of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Errol Allen, who helped us scale and grow our business through policies, procedures, and structure. These guys are coming to help you. So if you want to learn how to grow your business, you've got to do something different. Don't keep doing the same thing and all of a sudden expect something different when you don't have any new tools. It's your job to educate yourself, and it's your job to learn more. Is the economy going to change? Yes. Is there going to be things that are not the same? Absolutely. Nothing's ever the same. It's like a tree. It's either growing or dying. It never stays the same. Your business is either growing or dying. Now, you've got different things that happen to you. You're always going to have different things that happen to you. What you do, how you counteract that, that's going to be the key. So again, Do something different. Listen to different people. Don't just go on social media and listen to people. Do something that's going to actually add value to you, to your business, to make sure that you are doing the right thing for you, for your business, for your life, and your personal. You know, don't just think of life as business. It's not just business. You've got health, you've got wealth, you've got relationships. You've got to focus on all those, and you got to do whatever it takes to be successful in all of those. Hopefully this helps. If you want to know more, just click on the bio. Business Mansion Mastermind, Houston, Texas, October 12th through the 14th. I hope I see you there. What does Brad Lee, James Lawrence, the Iron Cowboy, and Kevin Elko, who's Nick Saban's head coach, all have in common? Well, you're going to meet them October 12th through the 14th at my 3-day mastermind right here in Houston, Texas. This is something that is going to be epic. It's a small, select group of only people that want to change their lives and change their businesses. All you got to do is join me, click on the link, and let's do this.